Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are starting with a new series of crochet projects absolutely for beginners. Yes, you heard it right. I will do crochet videos along with the recent videos from now. We are happy to announce that our YouTube channel is growing and I would like to thank each and every one supporting us here. And this is our 50th video in our channel, and from now we are, as I said, we are covering our crochet projects in our videos along with the art tutorials. If you are watching my channel for the first time, please subscribe and click on the bell icon so that you will not miss any of our notifications. In this particular video, I am going to explain the basic tools that are required to start the crochet work and also a few details on variants of yarns. And let's get into the video. As a beginner, you must need all these tools: yarn, crochet hooks, needles, scissor or a cutter, measuring tape, stitch markers. So first we'll discuss about crochet hooks. Crochet hooks are available in different sizes like 2, 2.5, 3.5, 4, 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, and you'll get 9, even 10 mm also. When we are purchasing these hooks, we can purchase as a set or individually. Here you can see the number of hook size as 8 and the hook size is 5.0, and the other one with hook size number as 9 and the hook size is 5.5 mm. See, the base, why I am talking about this hook size and the number is, so in US, people in US represent the hooks with alphabets, and in UK people they represent the hook sizes in numbers. So that is why I am particularly talking about the hook numbers and the sizes of the hook. As I am showing you, these are the UK versions of hooks. And coming to the material, these hooks are available with different materials like aluminium, bamboo, plastic and steel. Again, they are available with metal hooks and plastic handles. At present, I am using an aluminium hook molded with a plastic handle. See, you can clearly see the plastic handle has a one advantage, like whatever the size of the hook, the handle dimensions are the same. So we won't feel any discomfort from like one hook to any other hook. Like suppose if I am learning with a hook size of 5 mm, and then if I want to work with another size which is says 2.5 mm. So since the size decreases from 5 mm to 2.5, so the thickness of the hook also decreases. But when we have a handle with a handle, so you'll feel comfortable, like you'll not feel much difference in the size of the handle. So it's like whatever the hook size you are working with, the handle gives you comfort irrespective of the hook size. You can switch to any material based on your comfort. So it's just up to you which type of material you feel comfortable. As a beginner, I suggest you to go with plastic handle ones. So you can buy these either from online sites or any craft stores that near to you. The next is a scissor. You can use either the one or the normal craft scissor or a tailoring scissor. See, I got this particular one which I brought a crochet kit as a set. Sorry. The next is needles. These needles comes with an eye opening and are used to keep the excess length of the yarn within the crochet project. Like, so I can tell you an example. When I am chaining my yarn for the first time, like I'll make a knot and I'll have definitely a little bit of yarn in the starting, and when I'm finishing, obviously I'll leave little length of the yarn hanging out while keeping a knot. So the suppose think these two are the hanging yarns entire project. So if I want to hide them, so I'll use this needle which like where I push the yarn in this big eye opening, and I'll hide these yarns inside my project so that it gives a nice look to my project. The next is yarn. It comes in various forms of materials like acrylic, wool, cotton, and even in polyester, and there are so many varieties of materials in yarn. My suggestion is to start with acrylic yarn in the beginning. Okay, it is more comfortable to handle during the initial stages when you are still learning and trying to learn with the crocheting. As we progress the crochet works, you can adapt to the any other materials. Like yarn are available in different thicknesses or diameters. Like generally they are I'll tell you. Okay, here you can see 4 ply and 8 ply yarn. 8 ply yarn is thicker than 4 ply. 4 ply yarn is nothing but 4 individual yarns are combined together and made it as a single yarn. So which is nothing but 4 ply yarn has 4 single threads, and 8 ply yarns has 8 single threads. Next, we'll go with the stitch markers. Let us understand them with an example. Assume that like we are making a project which has, like, example, I'll make 30 stitches. Okay, 30 chains I have to do in the for base stitch. So if I want to make 30 stitches, 30 single chains as in a base stitch, so I have to count each and every chain till 30. So instead I might forget in between, and it's like for me every time I should count from one single chain to again the current chain. It will be more difficult to remember. So if I have a stitch marker in every 10th chain, so it will be easy for me to remember, okay, these are the 10 chains, and then the next stitch marker will be at the next 10 chains. So I'll easily get to know, like, instead of counting every time, it helps you to ease your work. And then in case, like, suppose if you want to do any color shifting also, like if you want to use some different color yarn in 150th chain, suppose, for a big project, so you can't count every time, right? While working for the first time on a base chain, there itself we will mark, and then we work on. Whenever the turn comes again, there we will change the color of the yarn by seeing that the stitch marker is there. So it is like it is like a mark for us to change. So we have to change there. So we kept it that stitch marker we are using there. So this is the purpose of the stitch marker. And if you still not able to understand about the stitch markers or anything that I explained you till now, so definitely no need to worry. You will get live experience when I am explaining my project while working on. So you'll definitely get to know what I am talking about right now. So these are the, like, basic tools you can start with the crochet work. In my upcoming videos I'll show you the few basic stitches also. Then I will explain you few projects that are very useful in your regular life. That's all for today. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up, so that it encourages me to do more videos on crocheting and other craft works also. And if you haven't seen my channel before, so I'll be doing more artworks like resin works and fluid art tutorials, so you can go check out those videos as well. So that's all for now. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.